Hi guys, this is day 92 and the date is 17th of June 2019. As of today, I am completely caught up with my daily vlog backlog. So the episode that I'm shooting now, this is the one that I will go and edit now. So that is so good. I feel so happy that I caught up, and also this will probably give me a little bit of bandwidth to do some other editing, editing on my other vlog episode or something like that. So it is in my best interest to keep this simple today, simple and easy to edit, and for that reason I dug out this thing, which is a game of Never Have I Ever, which a friend of mine shared on Facebook a while back, and I saved it because I thought it would be a good idea to use it on the vlog and talk about each square a little bit. So see, I plan ahead, I'm smart. You just don't see it that way. So this has 25 squares. This is hers filled in, not mine. So I'll show you that. I won't tell you who she is, so her privacy is protected. So yeah, let's go. So first one is head braces. No, I wish I had though, because I have a couple of crooked teeth, bottom ones even more so. But in India, especially in our family, the dental hygiene was not to the level that it should have been. We didn't even have to brush twice a day. So I started brushing before sleeping, probably about when I was like 16, 17, 18, somewhere in that range, when I read stuff and I found out that this is what you're supposed to do, then I started doing that. But if I had braces, that would have been held with the teeth. Oh well. Gone surfing? No. I plan to though before I die. Broken a bone? No. Even when I had my bike accident, I didn't break a bone. I've had sprains and stuff. Got food poisoning, yes, on my last visit to India as well. It was very bad. It was awful. I ate something outside in the cinema, and the food and the oil that they used for that food was probably not good. So next morning I woke up with like it coming out both hands, if you know what I mean. Being on TV. Being on TV, I don't know. Not explicitly, like I've not seen myself on TV. Oh, by the way, does this count? YouTube? Maybe. But I've not been on the genuine TV. But when we come to the book's end, that book that I'm reading, the ODM story, when we got to the top, there were lots of cameramen, and there was somebody who had a like a camera, a professional camera kind, and then they were using. I think we thought that they were from a German TV channel. But we can't be sure because that was before I went to Germany, so I could not speak a word of German, and they did not speak a word of Hindi or English. So they kind of took a footage of us. They could not interview us, but that person, I think it was a guy, he just took a footage of us. So if that was a really German TV channel, then I've been on TV. Otherwise, yeah, YouTube, 250 subscribers, 255 as of today. Almost died, yes, couple times. One of them was, I would count that the bike accident when I could have died, and another one that I would not talk about. Some things I have to keep to myself. Sorry, but yeah, because that was a stupid thing. Slept in school? Yeah, almost professionally. Pretty much every day. Slept in school, slept in office, done that. Been in an ambulance? Not really. I have been physically inside an ambulance, but not as a patient. When one of my friends had like a panic attack kind of thing, so I was with her in the ambulance while they were treating us steady. It was still stationary, so only to that level. Fingers crossed, don't want to do it. Rode a horse? No. Maybe someday. I'm a little bit scared of horses. Use a fake ID? Yes. One time I definitely remember, and we used to use fake IDs not for drinking, because we were not interested in drinking when I was in India, when I was growing up in India, but we liked to see those movies which were like marked adult. So no, not porn, okay, so get your mind out of the gutter. But they were adult, and then one movie that we went to see, and the gatekeeper stopped us, and he's like, this looks fake. I can get this one made anytime. I'm like, yeah, maybe you can. You have resources. We don't. This is real kind of thing. He let us go anyway. And the movie was not. It was okay. As a movie, it was okay. As for adult movie, no special thrills. Had a pet? Not really, because That seems to be my standard answer for most of the things. Not really. When I was very young, like maybe 7, 8 years old, we had two dogs, one male dog, one female dog, very young, small female dog. And But that was like I was not taking care of them. I was just a child in the household. They belonged to my parents. So that way, yeah, we have had a pet in the family, but it was not my pet. They were not dependent on me for their welfare and everything. So that way, I've not. When we did grow up a little bit, then my father stopped allowing. He didn't allow us to get another dog after we lost those two, because he thought, because we had young children in the house, my nephews as well. So he thought that they would bother the dog too much, and he did not want to have that. And then when that young little dog died, I cried a lot. I remember that. So for that reason, I have not had a dog again. Especially living in England, don't want to have a dog. Bungee jumped, no, and never will. Been on a cruise, not a real cruise, but like small ferries, like going from New Jersey to New York and then walking between the World Trade Centers, World Trade Towers, the original ones. That I've done, but never been on a real cruise where you stay on the cruise and sleep on the cruise and everything like that. I do plan to do that a lot. Just let me get some money together. All right. Driven a sports car, no. Not really interested in that as well. Maybe got a tattoo. Oh no, no tattoos. I don't think I ever will as well, because well, if you see my life, I've never been married. I live in a rented house and I work on a contract job. So I am kind of a commitment phobic. So I don't think I ever will have this. Very permanent. The tattoos are very permanent and they are painful to get. And if you want to have them removed, that's also extremely painful to remove. So I don't like pain. You know that from my dental diaries, don't you? So probably won't. I love the human skin, and I love art as well, but I don't see them together. So yeah, if you see like summertime halter tops and mini skirts, yeah, love that, but not wearing, watching. But that might be just my perv side though. But yeah, I can't see that together. Although there are some artwork that I've seen, some tattoos which are absolutely fantastic, and they're like, I can see that I admire them, I appreciate them, but I can't ever imagine having one. Maybe when I'm like 95 or something, and I know that I've got only a little bit time left on this earth, so I might get a tattoo to see what it feels like. By the time it might be pointless. Played an instrument. Well, I am learning guitar, but no, can't say played. Played in the rain, yes, a lot. When I was growing up in India, so in Delhi, I was in Delhi, and Delhi is like, it gets really hot. These days it's extremely hot. So we get temperatures like 45, 48, like that. These days it's even been to 50 this time, but I'm not there. But after that, when the rain comes in like late August, usually monsoon, then it's so welcome. It is a wonderful relief that everybody plays in the rain, especially children. So we used to have open terrace, open roof, and we used to go play. We didn't call it playing in the rain though, we call it bathing in the rain. So just take the clothes off and like, yeah, so, yeah, done that. Nowadays it rains here like pretty much every day, so yeah. I didn't used to hate rain so much when I was in India. Actually, when I was growing up, we used to have this expression in the school, like save this money for rainy day or something for a rainy day. I just think like, this sentence is wrong somehow. It seems to indicate the rainy day is a bad day. And we used to think like rain was a good thing. So I didn't understand that. But after I moved to England, yeah, I know what they were saying. Broke your phone. Yeah, a few times. No, never physically broken my phone. I'm not one of those people who get angry and then throw things around. And I take good care of my phones and gadgets, so I don't drop them like casually like that. So I've not broken anything like that. But yeah, I've had a couple times that I've broken a phone. Sometimes when I used to upgrade the operating system on my Android phone, and then just you brick it. That's the expression. You brick it, like you completely useless. But I've had where the phone completely stopped working, completely braked, not for any fault of mine, just completely stopped and never recovered. So I actually have that phone still. It's the LG V10. Yeah, broke my phone many times. Got in a fight. Yes, but not real fights, more like traffic fights. So, like, no, you are doing this, no, you did not indicate, and all that sort of thing, but not like proper. That goes into a little bit of physical thing, but it doesn't go into proper fighting. I wish I had, though, because I'm a bit of a coward when it comes to fighting, and I would rather avoid a fight. Even if somebody's like calling me a name, I would just walk away rather than stop and say like, "You talking to me?" Can't do that, don't do that. And I think it's getting worse now, because nowadays when something like that happens, and it does happen sometimes, and I just think like, okay, so what's going to happen? This will happen, then this will happen, then this will happen. So I can think like 4 steps ahead, and the fourth step is sitting in the police station signing a piece of paper, and then I'm thinking all of this goes on my permanent record, and when my citizenship application, permanent residence application comes up, this will all reflect there. So for the last 12 years I've had a very good excuse for being a coward. But I've never had that kind of thing where you go in a bar and like punch somebody because they said something. Never had that. The only reason I would get into a fight would be if it was to avoid direct bodily harm to myself or somebody who is with me or somebody that I love, or even somebody that I can help protect, but otherwise no. And part of the reason is that I don't drink so much or so often, so maybe that's why. But yeah, fights, yes, but actual fist fights, no. Traveled abroad, hello, look at my life. I don't even have the nationality I was born with. Yeah, but other than that, I've been to US, Germany, been to many different airports that I have not seen the country. Netherlands, where else? Been to Paris, yeah. Scotland, not been to Ireland yet. South Africa, Switzerland many times, that was awesome. I think that's about it. Thailand last year. Oh, only 9. I wish I had done at least 10. Well, I'm going to do more traveling, don't worry. So yeah, traveled abroad, big yes. Met my idol. My idol is Amitabh Bachchan. I have not met him yet. So no, I do hope though that I would get to meet him. Skip the school, yeah. Many times, just for sometimes for fun. But there was a period in my time when I have skipped school professionally with parents' permission. So what used to happen is when I was very young, like this was standard 3, 4, and 5, when I used to go to 2 schools at the same time. And yeah, this is how well educated I am. I used to go to 2 schools, and the reason was that. First school was a school very close to our home, and that was an English medium. That was a new school, and it was English medium, so the curriculum was really good, the teachers were good, and the better standard of education, because you could learn English there before the government school. But it was not affiliated with anybody, so I would not get a proper certificate, school certificate, if I just studied there. So I used to go to the government school as well. And how it worked was the English medium school was morning shift, so I used to study there from like 7:30 to about 12 o'clock, and the school would let out at 12:45, but that would not give me any time to get to the other school, which started at 12:30. So I used to leave about between 12 and 12:15 with a couple of other kids who used to do the same thing, and we used to walk to the other schools, leave home, go to first school, then go to second school, and come home from there. So professionally, I skipped school proper professionally. But yeah, that did help me a lot, that school. It was nice. Kissed someone. A gentleman doesn't kiss and tell. Yes, I am. I am so a gentleman. Oh, shut up. Failed a test. Yeah, a few times. I failed my driving test as well the first time, the practical test, here, not in US, here only. And the last one says, lied about my age, lied about your age. I definitely have. I'm just trying to think how many times. That fake ID thing, that's lying about my age. Have I ever told my age to be more than it was? I lied about my age. Let's just leave it at that. Yes, a few times. Um, yeah, that's done. So, yeah, that is my story. That's the story of my life, and now you know the story. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you do this yourself, this is in the screenshot. So if you do this yourself, if you want to do it, please feel free to do this and share this in the comments. Any stories, any comment, any of the squares that you want to talk about, I would be happy to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to the channel. See you tomorrow. Bye.